Storm Chaser Mark, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. I tell you what, I'm looking at the MEDAR data from around the state, and the cold is getting here early, my friends. I do believe the front just pushed through our area, and you can see how back off to the north it is clearing already, and the winds are shifting from the north. It's about to start dropping in temps today, but we're gonna start dropping in temperatures today. I think the cold air is arriving a little bit early. I think it's arriving a little bit early. Sadie sometimes. Jeffrey, good morning, everybody. Good morning to everybody. I am sorry, I'm messing around with my computer. Hang on one sec. What am I doing here? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. All right. Yeah, so cold weather, it's already here. It's coming through early this morning, and we're gonna have some cold temperatures today. I am gonna go get ready to hit the streets. We wasn't 20 minutes ago, it was misting rain out here, and now is, as you can see, like I said, you can look back up to the north and you can see the clearing that's already happening. And yes, get some. The front moved through you guys not too long ago, and it made a beeline to South Texas. It made a beeline to South Texas. If you look at the MEDAR data from up in North Texas, you guys are cold this morning, man. I think you guys will probably be down in the 20s by this afternoon. That cold air is filtering into you guys quick. Quick. I hope you guys, today is a good day to stay inside and do nothing but veg out on the couch and watch movies. And tomorrow, that may be what I'm doing, actually. I have one more day that Joe is out of school. He doesn't go back until Tuesday. So it's going to get really cold here tonight. It's going to get cold here this afternoon. All right. So what are we doing today, boys and girls? What are we doing today? I know Killer Carla's on here. I'm almost certain. I just got off the phone with her. Yeah. Sorry, I got my mind in two different places right now. Why is that showing up as capital murder, Savon Randall. Okay. Yes, 27. Yeah, it's the cold air has gotten here a little quicker than, or the cold will get here a little bit quicker than what they were expecting. It's gonna happen. Killer Carla, there's Killer Carla. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna be headed down into town here shortly, and we're gonna go finish the mission from yesterday. I got extremely I don't know. I got very, I depressed, I guess is what you say, yesterday. I got really depressed yesterday, and it's just, the problem out here on the street is such a massive problem. And when you go out and you start, actually going camp to camp, and you just see how many people are out here, and you see how the problem is growing every day, it's like, it makes you sit back and think, like, what in the world am I even doing? Like, I am not even making a No effect at all. And it just kind of hit me the wrong way yesterday, and I got really kind of down on everything, and I got really frustrated. And I tried to talk about it a little bit last night on X, but I don't think a whole lot of people understand the frustration. Yeah, you got to protect your animals, your pipes. Leave the in-laws outside. Oh, man. Leave them outside. Get some says. That's not nice. All right. So, yeah, it is going to get cold here tonight. It is going to get really cold here tonight. It's probably going to start getting cold here very shortly. As we've been live, you can see there is now really not hardly a cloud in the sky coming from the north, and that is the front that was moving through. And we all know when it is clear outside on a clear night, it never gets as cold as what it does on a clear night. When there is not a cloud in the sky, it will get extremely cold overnight. Texas cutie. Texas cutie's got me where she wants me. I have a song for each one of you guys that every time I read your screen name, it makes me want to sing a certain song. Brenda is Brenda, you got me on my knees, Brenda. Let's see, Get Some is leaving the in-laws outside. If you don't protect your pipes, you're going to be in trouble. Do you guys remember back during the 2021, during that time when everybody's pipes in their houses were busting and like you had water coming out of the chandelier and stuff? It was so crazy. I have a truck to work on this morning. Hopefully the cold holds off a few minutes. Sadie, you better get busy. If not, please. The starfish story, I do not. I'm going to have to look it up. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, it was 2021. Texas Cutie, I'm writing that down right now, so I'm going to look it up. You will not find a plumber. Yeah, but do y'all remember all the videos coming out from 2021 where people had like water coming out of their electric sockets and their chandeliers, and like there was water pouring out of like every hole in their house? How crazy is that? Got to protect those pipes. Definitely have to protect those pipes. Texas Cutie, I just wrote a note to look up that story. I just wrote a note to look that story up. Friday evening, I was not going to be here on Saturday. Yep, Jeffrey did. Power stayed on. My power company was reliable. Brenda, we did not. We weren't that lucky. We weren't that lucky at all. Connections to fix it was brutal. Yeah, I'm on well water now. Get some. And here lately, our well water has been smelling very sulfury. Let's put it that way. For some reason, our well water has been smelling very sulfury as of late. There was something that I was going to say. One of the comments up here reminded me of it. Oh, about the power. I wanted to tell you guys something. So, back in 2021, when we lost our power forever, we were all like bundled up in the living room, trying to all stay in one room to stay warm. And I was reading on the internet, and I found somebody had posted about how to stay warm. And basically, I took these small clay flower pots. Y'all know the clay flower pots? You're supposed to set those out and then put tea light candles under them, and it's supposed to heat your whole room. Well, it's supposed to heat maybe not the whole room, but it's supposed to get a lot warmer, right? And so I did that. I took 5 clay flower pots and I put tea light candles under them. And the only thing that I ended up doing was burning my coffee table. It actually burnt the top of my coffee table. That's how hot it got. So that was a very, very stupid thing to do. If you're going to do something like that, don't do it on bare wood. I'm going to tell you right now, you do it on bare wood, you're going to burn your coffee table. Ask me how I know. I had a really nice coffee table that I burned. I'll read that, Texas Cutie. Thank you. Like I said, I got it written down here. I'm going to take a look and see if we can't figure out what's what on that. But heed my word when it comes to trying to... Oh, did y'all just see that bird? That bird just swooped down right over the top of my car. Sadie sometimes. Coffee and a smile. Oh, man. Good morning, everybody. It is going to be a great day. It is. The sun's coming out, but it's about to get cold. It's about to get really, really cold. It's so crazy. 20 minutes ago, it was misting rain. And I'm not kidding you. It was 20 minutes ago, it was misting rain out here. And now look at it. Not a cloud in the sky. That cold front is barreling through, boys. And the wind is out of the north. So we're about to get the cold we're about to get the cold weather. The wind is blowing out of the north. The coffee emoji looks good this morning, I'm telling you. Queen butt cheeks! Not butter cheeks, queen butt cheeks. I dare you to change it to just butt cheeks. Queen butt cheeks. I'm going to talk you into changing it to butt cheeks. Queen butt cheeks would be too good, man. I get my sunbeam, I can block the wind. Hell yeah. Brenda needs a fire. That's what I'm talking about. Queen butt cheeks. And then Mr. Butter Cheeks can change his to King butt cheeks. It's the King and Queen butt cheeks. Yes, I'm telling you, Queen butt cheeks. It's got to be that way. It's got to be Queen butt cheeks. And then you got to have Mr. Butter Cheeks change his to King. It's the King and Queen butt cheeks. And then nobody would understand the backstory to that. That is a lore right there. How did you guys become King and Queen butt cheeks? It was a process. That's how we ended up here. It was a process. Texas Cutie, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm a little down, but it happens. I'm a little down, but it happens. It's been, I think I need to take a bit of a break, I think, honestly. There's a lady that follows me that I talk to a lot. She is a counselor. She's a psychologist. She's over on X, and she has supported me for a while, and we have really good conversations about, you know, things and the way they are, and mental health, and, you know, just trying to keep a clear mind when you're dealing with so much, you know, junk in society. And I didn't realize exactly how like dealing with the worst of the worst every day of the week is, I mean, you know, it's hard. It takes its toll on you mentally. Yep. Yes, Texas Cutie. Yeah, no, but I'm doing all right. Yesterday was a tough day. It really kind of hit me hard that, like, you know, the problem is so bad that there's no fixing it. Like, it really drove home yesterday that, like, the whole, it really drove home hard that there is no fixing what's happening right now, I think. And now our stats are going to start going down. I hope we're not spinny. I hope we're not spinny. Yeah, so look for tonight to be incredibly cold, friends. It's going to be really, really cold. It's going to be really cold tonight. But anyway, if you've got people that live near you that they teach you how to deal with that, working the jail and Denton County Sheriff's Office had not become the world you live in. Yes, get some. I'm telling you, I worked for the Collin County Sheriff for a while, long time, and I had a lot of education in that, and it helps now more than anything. It's really helped now. It's like when you're living in a world of just darkness and hopelessness, you know what I mean? It really it really starts to suck after a while. But it helps to have people to talk to like you guys. I get to come on here for 30, 45 minutes, an hour every morning. And look, the one thing that I have learned, no matter how bad you think it is in society, there is more good people in the world than there are bad. I'm going to tell you that right now. Ben Brady, good morning, sir. There are many more good people in society than there are bad people. And there's so many good people in the world. Price need to drop, the whole wages rise, and his price drop for housing, food. Yes, Brenda. Ben, how are you doing this morning, my friend? I hope you're doing good. Yeah, it's like, you see, when you're dealing with poor people, and I mean poor people, like people that they don't even have a roof over their head. And you see society coming together and making sure that people are. Yeah, I'm sick. I am Texas Cutie. I'm sick. Yeah, I think it's allergies actually. I think it's allergies. I don't feel sick. I can't breathe. I can't breathe at all. I can't breathe. But I don't like taking medicine, so I'm just going to deal with it. Oh, goodness, y'all. It's that time of year. Cedar fever is here. The cedar is horrible. Yep, I feel fine. I just sound a little horrible right now. You can go to H-E-B and pick up some of that good Sudafed that'll make you feel like you're smoking crack. That was my George Floyd impression. Oh, man. Speaking of George Floyd, I think that cop, what's his name? The cop that went to prison for the death of Floyd, I think he's going to be getting out soon. It sounds like it. Buttercheeks, you know what? I've looked at those drops and I've never been able to figure out if they would work or not. Do they work? I've seen the cedar fever drops at H-E-B, but I've just never tried them. I've never tried them. He should be let out. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name right now, right off the top of my head. That's weird. I can see his face, but I can see his mugshot is what I can see if I close my eyes. What was his name? Let's see. Yes, they help. Well, I'll have to go get some then. So I've been trying to figure out when and where we are going to move to. Hopefully we will move to San Marcos again. Everything is still up in the air. Well, Ben, I hope it works out for you. If you ever need anything, you know how to reach out to me. Did I send you my cell phone number? I need to send you my cell phone number. I will do that over Twitter today. I will send you my Derek Chauvin, that's it. Chauvin, that's it. Yeah, Chauvin. That poor guy, man. Can you imagine being sailed up the river like him? Jerry Nadler. Man, I tell you what. That cop, it's in the freaking, when you look at the autopsy report, and the guy dies of a fentanyl overdose, but they still put you in prison for killing the guy. I just Oh, Nadler. That guy reminds me of the Penguin. Or a Weeble. There you go. He's a Weeble too, but he definitely reminds me of the Penguin. Jerry Nadler's something else, man. A lot of our politicians are something else. I'll tell you what, I've been watching, oh shoot, what is the one-eyed politician? The one-eyed Navy SEAL, what's his name? I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Eye Patch. He was a Navy SEAL, now he's a senator or congressman or one of those things. He is, over the last like 2 weeks, he is absolutely freaking out on the internet and just going at everybody. Oh, I can't remember his name. I'm sure you guys will drop it in the chat. Poopy Pants Nadler. Right before you came on, it was a good lie. Had on JD, J6er. Yeah, Kyle's a good dude. I like Kyle. Kyle Crenshaw, Dan Crenshaw. There you go. Yeah, Dan. That guy is something else, man. He is something else. It's so funny because, man, my nose is running like crazy. It's so funny because he will go absolutely ape shit, throwing tantrums, and then he deletes them afterwards. But everybody already screenshots them, so it's like, what's the point of deleting them? It's so funny. Dan Crenshaw, ya city boy. Dan Crenshaw. Yeah, the guy is something else. These politicians that we're electing, man, I'll never understand how they get elected. I'll never understand how they get elected. I don't know if it's just because they're likable in the public eye or what, but cringe. There you go, cringe saw. Dallas Cowboys last game today. Dan Kershaw, the flip-flopper. Is today the Cowboys' last game? I do not watch much football, sadly. I do not watch much football. Here I go with the yawning already this morning, and it's only 10 o'clock. It's going to be a long day if I'm yawning. Cringe saw. I like that. Yeah, they, man, I'll tell you what. Well, so I do have an update for you guys about a murder that happened yesterday. And it was a murder that happened in Austin. It was Austin's, I think it's their first or second. I think it's the first murder of the year in Austin that happened yesterday morning. There was a homeless person down off Nelms Drive in southeast Austin that was killed in his homeless camp. And I had just been in that camp not too long before, like a week before I was in the camp. Gave the guy a jacket, and I took some video. What did I miss? Dan Crenshaw doesn't see half the problems we have due to the patch and all. That's so wrong. But this homeless man was murdered in his camp early yesterday morning, and then the camp was set on fire. And so I have some sources in the city that happen to be in the homicide department, and I'm in contact with the detectives, giving them all the video that I have of the camp, and telling them exactly, they wanted to know like how the camp was set up, what did it look like before the fire happened. So look, our work is happening. It's helping, and a lot more than I thought. I mean, hell, this may even help, solve a murder. I don't know, but the poor guy was killed and then set on fire yesterday. The fire department got there. They thought it was just a campfire that got out of control. They started putting the fire out, and then they noticed a body. It's the way it happens a lot. And What just happened? I think somebody just subscribed. I think that's what that means. What the heck just happened there? Yes, we love stream. Okay, yeah, somebody just subscribed. All right. Would I hear a lip? Getsum is always in a good mood. He's always in a good mood. Getsum is a funny guy. I need to bring him on live. He needs to be I can be the straight guy. He can be the funny guy. Yeah, the body was burned. Yeah, the body was burned. And anyway, so first homicide of the year happened in a homeless camp. And it's sad because I just talked to that guy like the week before. I just talked to that homeless feller. And he seemed like an alright guy. But homeless community, it's a violent place. It's a violent place. So the streets can be very brutal. And people don't realize that. They start getting into drugs and money, and it turns into violence real quick. I'm not get some. I can be the straight man. I'll be the straight man. You be the crooked guy. Every show needs a comedy duo, and I'm just not funny. So I need to bring on somebody that can make people laugh. Oh man, guys. As soon as my nonprofit is approved, which hopefully that will be in the coming week or so. Gosh darn it. Getting the government to do anything is a nightmare. Dash is going to the next level, my friends. Miss Buttercheeks knows all about that. I've told her everything about what we got planned. And if anybody out there has any pull with the IRS, why don't you call your contacts in the IRS and say, hey, you know that Dash feller? Why don't you go ahead and push that application through? Because you guys are really slowing his roll right now. You guys, everybody call their contacts in the IRS and then tell them that Dash feller, push his application through. You're slowing his roll. It's the same message from APD. Yeah, they kind of gave me a bit of a direction on the messaging, by the way. But you will notice that yesterday I was reporting on that death before anybody, especially on X. And that's because they called me early on. So I knew about that murder well before anybody else. And I knew it was a murder well before anybody else. Even when they did the press conference, they still wouldn't call it a murder. They just called it suspicious. They called it suspicious. But make no mistake, the guy was murdered. Bullet holes don't lie. Yeah, I got lucky because they called me. They were like, hey, you're the homeless whisperer, right? I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I don't know what that means, but no, I'm not. But it's never any good when you see Austin police calling your cell phone. You know what I mean? Like, you see the caller ID and it says Austin Police Department. That's never a fun phone call to answer. You're like, hello? Please don't have a warrant for my arrest for some stupid reason. No known threat to the public. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. The suspect absolutely knew before I did. You know, I think, Buttercheeks, I saw you talking about that yesterday, and I was going to reply to that, but I think the reason they do that is because even, let's say, okay, so obviously there's a murderer running around somewhere. I mean, that's technically a threat to the public. If somebody will take a life, they're a threat to the public. But if they say there is no known threat, the key word there is known, then even if something happens tomorrow and the same guy kills more people, then they could say, well, we didn't know about it. It wasn't known at the time. I think that's a cover your ass kind of a statement, to be quite honest. I really think that's why they do that. Yeah, they don't. They don't. And I mean, there's obviously somebody that will take a human life running around, so that person is a threat to society. But if they come out and say, we don't know about it, then it's kind of a cover your ass kind of thing, I think. And I think that's why they do it at every single press conference. It doesn't matter what they're talking about. You can damn well bet they're going to say there's no known threat to the public. You can almost just every time. Unless it's a death in Lady Bird Lake. And then you can almost bet they're going to say, well, this is not suspicious. The homicide detectives they haven't gotten here yet, but it's not suspicious. Look, this is just a death, okay? Don't ask questions. Smile and wave, boys. Get some, that's about right. Except they only do about 3 minutes. They say, well, we have a person that's dead. There's no known threat to the public. Any questions? That's basically how their press conferences go, to be quite honest. And I'm not kidding you. That is exactly how their press conferences go. They basically tell you everything that you already know and then let you ask questions that they damn well know they're not going to answer. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. There's nothing happening here. But you know, the important part is they let you answer. They let you ask questions, but they damn well know they're not going to answer it. Can't imagine staying in that camp. It's really difficult. Yeah, shit. Especially when somebody could just throw gasoline right over the top of your tent and torch your ass when you're inside of it. That's what happened to Rodney Shoemaker. Rodney Shoemaker was zipped up in his tent, and they doused his tent in gasoline and set it on fire, and then he was stuck. That tent melted to him before he even knew what the hell was happening. Can you imagine? Can you imagine sleeping in your tent? You're zipped up, you're trying to go to sleep, and then all of a sudden, your tent is now a fireball before you even realize what's happening. That happened to Rodney Shoemaker. Happened right up there at Steck and Mopac, right there by the railroad tracks. It is a hot time in a homeless camp. And what's even crazier about the Rodney Shoemaker murder was every homeless person in that area was talking about it. Shit, they were writing messages on every flat piece of surface in that area. Yeah, Buttercheeks messaged me about that yesterday. She's like, put that bitch in jail. Hillary Clinton getting the Medal of Freedom or whatever it was called. That got Buttercheeks. They got Buttercheeks all up in the air. Nope, they never caught who did it, Ben. But we all know who did it. It was homeless Robert, I think is what they call him. He was taking Rodney's Social Security checks from him. When the news broke about Hillary getting that medal, Buttercheeks messaged me and was like, that bitch. Basically, that's what she said. Oh, man, it was so funny. How dare they give her that medal? Put her in cuffs. Pardon my language, I'm cussing a little bit more than normal. That witch, too. Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney got the Medal of Freedom. Man, that is so funny. And then she took a dig. She got on the internet and took a dig at Donald Trump because he was bitching about Liz Cheney getting the Medal of Freedom. It's so funny, man. Somebody made a montage of all the people that Biden gave the Medal of Freedom to, and they are all jackasses. Like, every single one of them are jackasses. It is so funny, the people he gave the Medal of Freedom to. I think he gave one to Denzel Washington. Who else did he give one to? He gave them to a lot of people. You gotta do like, y'all remember when President Bush had the chancla thrown at him while I think he was in Iraq, when that reporter threw his shoes at President Bush? Joseph Robinette Biden. What a name. What a name, Robinette. Do you think they named him that knowing he would go into politics? I mean, you can only get that middle name knowing you're going into politics. The wind-up president. Seriously, how do you get that middle name, Robinette? Texas Cutie, it's pouring cold rain. What part of town are you in, Texas Cutie? Yes, Bush did have to dodge shoes. What part of town are you in, Texas Cutie? If you don't mind me asking, don't give specifics. Just give a general vicinity, like a southeast Austin, whatever. Because I'd like to know where. I'm almost certain the front has made it through here. Texas music's got me where it wants me, and I'll play that Texas music till I choke. Should have given it to the guy that hammered Paul Pelosi. Yeah, Bush had to duck 2 shoes. I remember when that happened. That was crazy. That guy over in Iraq, he was good at throwing those shoes. You can dodge a wrench. He definitely dodged some shoes. He definitely dodged some shoes. It was raining up here just a little while ago. Wasn't long ago, and it was a cold rain up here this morning. And then now look at it out here. Not hardly a cloud in the sky. Craziness. Anyway, it takes a lot of significant medals away. No longer as much honor to receive one. Yeah, you know, when they just give the medals away to every person, I mean, what's the point of a medal? You know, if everybody's getting one, it's really not, especially the crazy people. You know, Liz Cheney's a Democrat, just like her damn daddy. You know, he may be Republican in name, but of course, the Republican and Democrat Party has changed a lot too, so. Well, the wind is definitely out of the north right now, and it is definitely about to start pouring some cold air in. Yep, the Tyler area. There you go. It's coming this way, boys. The front is coming this way. The front is coming this way. If I could pull up my map, I could tell y'all exactly where it's at right now, but it's just to our north. It is just to our north. Big blizzard in Kansas City. Oh, did y'all see on, I follow a state trooper up there in Kansas, and boy, he was posting yesterday about all the ice they were getting up there in Kansas. It's going to be wild. I hope we don't get a bunch of ice down here, but it looks like we're probably later on in the week this week, we're going to be getting some of the cold, some of the white stuff. Tyler, Texas. Texas Cutie. My previous job, I was an engineer. I worked in an area up there by Tyler. I worked at a store up there doing I put in the internet up there in a little town called White House. Do you know where White House, Texas is? There's a little town up there called White House, Texas. And I rigged a store for internet up there so they could sell, you know, cigarettes and candy bars. White House, Texas. And I think that was up there by Tyler, actually. That job that I had before I did Dash took me all over the country. I went from Washington State to up into Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, all over Texas, Oklahoma, West Texas. I went everywhere with that company working. He's up in Topeka. Yeah, I like Texas Storm Chasers too. They're pretty good. Yep, I like Texas Storm Chasers. I remember when they very first got started years ago. I remember watching them when they very first got started. But they are really good storm chasers. Watch Dash this coming spring, and you're going to see some storm chasing here too. And I will hopefully be doing it with Storm Chaser Mark. Hopefully. Hopefully. Anyway, guys, it is about 10:15, and I'm about to hit the road. Yep, it's a little west of Burnet. Yep, I knew it was out there. It'll be here shortly. I'm already starting to see, if you look back up to the north, you can already start to see the clouds building in again, right back on the horizon back there. So we're gonna have some cold air here real soon. Jeffrey, they sure did. I grew up in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, learned to drive in the snow and ice there. Here in Texas, I stay off the road. Man, my nose is running like crazy, y'all. Here in Texas, when it starts to ice and snow, people have no clue what to do, but they go out and drive anyway. And I'm in an all-wheel drive car, which makes it a little bit easier for me, but people drive like complete idiots when it gets slick out. Not only do they not slow down, but they ride your ass. And I would rather stay off the road. I would rather stay off the road. And then they buy up all the TP. What the hell is up with that too? What the hell is up with buying up all the toilet paper? Oh man, I try to stay home too. Well, since I've been doing this with Dash, I'm out more, especially when things are happening on the street, but that's only because I want you guys to be able to see what's happening out here. All right, guys, I am going to move on. I've got to move down. I'm getting into Austin. I've got a short time to get stuff done today. I've got more jackets to hand out, more blankets to hand out. And I need to stop and get more water. Yeah, south of Tyler. I thought that's where it was at, Texas Cutie. White House, Texas. That I will remember that place for the rest of my life. So anyway, guys, if anything does happen out here today that you need to be aware of, I will bring it to you live. When the cold starts getting here tonight, everybody please stay warm and take care of each other. Guys, especially up in North Texas, it's already getting really cold up there. Everybody take care of each other and help each other. If you guys want to support the channel, like I said, we need all the help we can get right now. It is -atx.net/donate. It is in the description down there. If you would rather support with crypto, I do have that available as well. Solana, ETH, and Bitcoin, whatever. Got them all. Everybody be safe out there today, and if you need anything, please let me know. I'm always a message away. You can message me at jamie.hammonds@gmail.com. Jamie, Jamie .hammonds, HAMMONDS@gmail.com. -atx.net/donate is where to support the channel. I love you guys, and I will see y'all later today. Once the front moves through down here, I'll be out on the street in Austin. I will see y'all down here a little later today. Love you guys. See you on the next one.